We just launched a new feature to allow you to personalize your conversational AI agents to whoever is calling them. Now, the way this works is via setting up a webhook that returns some dynamic variables like the customer's name, their account status, as well as a prompt that you can inject and the first message to the customer as they call. So for example, if I'm calling, I want the conversational AI agent to say, "Hi Thor, how are you? Thanks for calling. How are things?" So now to recap, first of all, how can we connect our, conversational AI agent to phone calling? So the way we can do that is via Twilio. And so if we have a Twilio account, we can import an existing Twilio phone number into our conversational AI agent. So when we go over to our conversational AI agent dashboard, you can see there is a setting for phone numbers. And so here I put in my Twilio phone number already. So this is the phone number that folks can call my conversational AI agent on. And you can see here, you can specify the inbound calls to handle by, which agent. So anyone who calls this phone number should go to this Twilio test agent. So let's have a quick look at my agent configuration here. So it's configured in English. You can see there is some default first message that just says, "Hi, I'm Thor." And it's using actually my voice clone. So, if you're lonely, you can just call and you can talk to my voice clone if you want. But let's have a look at, what this looks like if we call this agent.
Hi, I'm Thor, a developer experience engineer at ElevenLabs. What do you want to learn about?
Hey Thor, what is my name?
I do not have access to that information. Is there anything I can help you with regarding ElevenLabs?
So yeah, you can see that, that is the experience we want to improve. So we want to inject that personalization data into the agent. So, depending on who is calling. So the way we can do that is by just setting up a little webhook. So for example, if we're using JavaScript, we can use Fastify to just set up a webhook handler. And I just have a route here. So Twilio, basically, when the call is being initiated, and you can see that here. So while the call is being initiated in the background, the conversational AI agent, so ElevenLabs, is making the post request to your API endpoint, to your webhook, to get the information. And then, once the call is being picked up, all the information is readily available. So you can see here, you will get the caller ID from the request body. So that's being injected, and you can then, look up in your database or your integration, your Stripe account, what have you, the information about the customer, and then you can inject that into the conversational AI agent. You can see here now that I'm overwriting this to "Hi John, how can I help you today?" And, this prompt is not very helpful, but, they can ask about like their bank account balance. Okay, so now the way we set this up is we need to configure our webhook details. So in our settings here, we can add a webhook for the conversation initiation client data webhook. And we can also add some secrets, if we need them in our webhook. So here I'm using ngrok to expose my local URL too, so you can see my server is up and running to my agent. So here, and then my route, I called it get personal. So we can just say get-personal. So we can add some headers, if we want to verify kind of a secret, Ideally, once you move to production, you want to do that. But for now, we're just going to add this webhook in here. And then the next step we need to do is we need to, so we can specify our headers. We need to enable the fetching of the conversation initiation data. So you will have one webhook for all your agents. So when you go to your agent, the webhook will have the agent ID inside. So if you have various different agents set up, you can handle that there. And so then here in the security, you can say, okay, enable fetching of the conversation data. You need to save that here. And then you can say, okay, first message and system prompt, what do you want to allow to overwrite? And so you can see we're passing in here the prompt and the first message. And so now when we are initiating our call again,
Hi, John. How can I help you today?
hey, how do you know my first name?
I have access to some basic information to personalize our interactions. Is there anything I can help you with today, John?
Yeah, what is my bank account balance? Do you know?
Yes, John, your bank account balance is $100. Is there anything else I can help you with regarding your account?
Yeah, so this is so fun talking to myself. Cool. So now you can see that as the call was being initiated from Twilio, the webhook call was being made in the background. We got the body here, the caller ID, the agent, the number that was called, as well as the call SID. So, and then based on the caller ID, we can, fetch the information and return it back. So there you go. This is how you can make personalization happen with your conversational AI agents over the phone. Let me know what else you want to learn, and I will see you next time.